Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Hi there. So today we have a class on something that's important. It's good for us to know about. Um, it's a safety training, and it's more for when we're back on site. But it is important for us to review these things so that you know what to do when we're back on site. And I do need to know that you've watched this, so please let me know that you have finished watching it. And that if you have any questions or comments, concerns, things like that you come and you let me know. Or you can ask any of the safety coordinators here. So, what we're going to go over is what to do if there's a fire here on site. So, the first thing that you would do, well, depending what would happen, is it would probably be announced through the loudspeaker by the front office. And they would let us know, hey, there's a fire, we need to evacuate the building. So then what we would do is, depending on what building we're in, you would want to evacuate to the proper place. So I need to let you know what those are. Also, if you noticed a fire, then you would need to, of course, let your staff know. And then also, we would have to alert the front office so that they could alert everybody else on site as well, because they're the ones who have the key to the sound speakers here, and to make sure that everybody knows that it's time to evacuate. There's a fire, and that emergency services will be actually brought out. So it depends on where you are. If you're here in the after school program, or if you're in the front office, where would we go? If you happen to be here, like doing a cooking class, something like that, where would we go? Well, what we need to remember is we're going to go out the doors. And if you're in the front office, you would walk straight out by where the vans are parked furthest away from the building, by the shed. And that's where we're all going to gather. Is maybe go just up a little bit up the driveway, and then we're going to stand by that shed. Sorry, the sun's really bright all of a sudden. Yeah, let me move over here. Okay, so that's what we would do. We would go all the way up and wait by the shed. And then if you happened to be in the kitchen for maybe a different cooking class, or which is that's the only place that we go down there that we should be in. So what we'd do then is, there's a dumpster where we do our fire drill when you actually use the fire extinguisher. So it's the fire extinguisher drill. We'd go stand by those dumpsters there and wait. And what we would wait for is we would wait for Spring or anybody from the front office to come over and take roll call. Now, why is it important to have roll call? Well, let's say for some reason you were in the here in the after school program, but instead what you wanted to do is, say you need to use the restroom. The restrooms here were being used, so you went down to the kitchen to use the restrooms. Well, then, no matter what, then if you're in the kitchen, you don't come back to the after school program. If you're being evacuated, you would want to evacuate from there. So that's why it's important that we have roll call, so we can get everyone accounted for. It speeds up the process to know who might still be in the building, who's not in the building, and to make sure that everybody's safe, and it'll get us back to what we need to do a lot sooner. Some other things that staff need to make sure that they have on them, which we would have in our vans or our pockets. But one is a cell phone, so if we needed to call you to check on you, say, hey, where are you? Hopefully you have your phone on you, so it's important for you to have a phone on you too. If not, like I said, stay with a group here. If you're here on site, don't come back to another place. You could get lost, you could get caught up in the fire. You don't want that. Then what you're going to do is you're going to head over. You're going to wait, head over with the group to stand wherever you're supposed to stand. And again, the front office will do roll call and figure out who's there. So it's good if you have a cell phone, please have that on you. Staff will also have a first aid kit. Those are in our vans though. So the first aid kits we would keep in our vans, which are outside the building, but we would have those handy with us if anybody needed anything. We have our emergency bags, and so that would be what you do. So I hope that you remember. So remember, first couple of buildings, and most of the time we're out. So but Spring, the front office would want us to know if she did a practice drill, that we make sure that we know exactly where we need to go, and that we're all together as a group, everybody's accounted for, and everybody's safe. So if you have any questions about this, if you're confused about any of it, please let me know, and I'll do another video and kind of go over any of the things that maybe weren't so clear during this one. But anyway, let's stay safe. Let's make sure that we all kind of stay together and keep each other safe. So this has been the training for today. It is an important safety training, very short, but useful. Okay, well, I'll see you all later on.